I am fully convinced that the Memphis Grizzlies are the most cursed basketball team in the entire universe. They just can't seem to get anything right. I mean, Ja Morant goes down, Jaren Jackson goes down, Brandon Clark, Zach Edey, and now that young man right there, Scotty Pippen Jr. sidelined indefinitely, probably until the start of the calendar year 2026. Oh my goodness, I'm going to despise this episode, but we're going to do it together and try and get through it. What's going on, everybody? Jared Alatorre for another episode of Grizzlies Digest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish I had better news. Wish we had some higher vibes here. I was enjoying college football and other endeavors, but unfortunately have to jump on here to report the news that Scotty Pippen Jr. will undergo a procedure for a left big toe injury and will be reevaluated in 12 weeks. 12 weeks, folks. That is 3 months. And that's not even when he's going to be back. That's when he's going to be reevaluated. So we're talking about November, December, January. That's January 18th. Mid-January is when he's going to be reevaluated. So you might not even be back, maybe not until, I don't know, maybe before the All-Star break. Now, I will credit the Grizzlies organization or the Grizzlies team physicians for what they were able to do with Jackson Jr. Able to get him back much earlier than scheduled, much earlier than anticipated. I don't want that to happen here. I don't want anything to rush. I don't want any of that, because who knows, that could make it even worse if that's the case. But either way, this is not great news at all for the Memphis Grizzlies. And DeMichael Cole obviously repeating that. Bad injury news for Memphis. Scottie Pippen Jr. will be out for a while. Big loss defensively. A lot of Memphis fans, I mean, just they just feel like it's almost the end of the world. Like they just cannot catch a break. And I will say that it's not totally quite the end of the world. I know that Memphis, they're building something. I think they're building something great. I think they're building something special. But they need Scottie Pippen Jr. defensively, and that's exactly what DeMichael's saying here, where he's very scrappy. Doesn't look like a big guy at all. He's not a big guy at all on in the basketball world. Maybe in the real world, he'd be like, oh wow, he's a pretty tall dude. But in the basketball world, small but scrappy, physical, knows exactly what's going on, and I mean, he's just a dog out there. And that's just tough, because you've had him grow in such a great way, going from this two-way guy, not getting much playing time in the big leagues. Now he's actually looked at as maybe the sixth man on the team. I mean, his growth was tremendous last season, and especially in that Oklahoma City series, where we actually felt like, hey, this guy actually looks like our team's sixth man, because he's able to go out there, and y'all were comfortable with Pippen Jr. in that starting role whenever Ja went down in the first round of the Oklahoma City series. So this is a big loss, and it's, again, not the end of the world, because now it's going to force some guys to move up. I think Ty Jerome is going to get a lot more playing time, of course. I think Coward going to get a lot more playing time. I would see even what the Zach Kleiman and what Tuomas Iisalo do about Javon Small. Maybe give him some more playing time. Maybe get some reps. But this is no doubt, obviously, a huge loss. Just not just defensively, but in general for the Memphis Grizzlies. As I wanted to go over Pippen Jr.'s stats and just the incredible rise that we have seen with the Lakers on playing only 6 games, averaging 2.3 points. And then with the Grizzlies, they have that awful injury season that we will not talk about because we already have to talk about a lot of bad stuff today, so we'll just skip over that. But in that season, only playing 21 games, nearly 13 points a game, averaging shooting nearly 50% from the field. Averaged less last season, but that's playing more games, so there's more to judge there, more to critique on the average side. But played 79 games, averaged nearly 10 points a game, also shooting nearly 50% from the field, nearly 40% from deep. I mean, this guy, man, this is a guy that you want to keep. You do not want to ever think about losing Pippen Jr. Roster-wise, injury-wise. This would be a pretty significant loss. Again, I don't think it's the end of the world because I think he's going to come back, but just not good. And you can't really afford to be speechless as a content creator. You cannot really afford to be speechless in this time. But there's really not much to say, just other than you just hope that Scotty will be okay. I mean, first and foremost, just want him to be okay. We want him to be able to rest, and we don't want to rush anything. The team doctors, I'm sure, will do a great job with him, and we just wish him the best in this very time. And we're hoping for a fast and speedy recovery as we get to the next slide here. And this is the guy that I really think is going to really have to step up in his role, and that is Ty Jerome. And Ty, coming from Cleveland off his best season, he was going to be, I think he was really looked at as the backup too. I mean, he can play the one, but he's going to have to play more roles than he probably anticipated to begin this season. But I think because of this injury, you have to have Ty move up and get more minutes than we had thought. I love Ty Jerome minutes. I think he's going to be a very valuable player to this team. I think he's going to be a great piece for when Scotty's not out there. But for Ty Jerome to get this opportunity, to get this chance, to be able to rise above all the critics. There's some critics saying, oh, that season that he had was a fluke. I'm like, what, really? Well, I mean, he was the sixth man on one of the best teams in the season. The best team in the Eastern Conference during the season. And, I mean, you're going to say that he's just going to drop? I don't think so. So this is going to be a guy who's really going to be looked at a lot. I didn't mean to do a Chris Collinsworth impersonation there. Here's a guy that is really going to do a lot of things and all that. You know, Patrick Mahomes. But we'll save that for another episode. But, yeah, I think he's really going to do a lot of great things while Scottie Pippen is out. And that's really all I can say. I wish I could say more, but, you just look at Grizzlies X right now. Grizzlies Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I mean, look at their reaction. That's kind of all you really need to see from here. I wish I had better news. I don't know why this keeps happening. I'm fully convinced that they're the most cursed organization in the entire universe, but that's just what happens, and you get by. You manage and you scrape through, and you deal with the hardships, and you only grow. And I really think that this will honestly help the Grizzlies grow by getting to know what more of what the guys can do, like Ty Jerome, Coward, even, like I said, Javon Small, give him some minutes, see what he can do. But this is obviously, no doubt, a huge loss. Jared Alatorre here, signing off here for Grizzlies Digest. Before I wanted to do that, just wanted to highlight our subscribers. 39% of you are subscribed. You all doing a great job. 62%. You have to ride the season here on Grizzlies Digest because you don't want to miss it. A lot of developments here thus far, and you don't want to miss the content that we have for you. But you can like this video, comment on this video, share this video, leave a comment down below your reaction to this just terrible breaking news today with Scotty Pippen Jr. out, at least being reevaluated in the next 12 weeks from now. Jared Alatorre, thank you so much for Grizzlies Digest. We'll see you in the next video.